It's Monday morning. You have a fresh plan, a good one. And somewhere in the back of your mind, you're aware that you said this exact same thing last Monday and the Monday before that. If you've been restarting every Monday, having a great plan on Sunday, and watching it fall apart by Wednesday, this video is for you. Because the problem isn't your effort, the problem isn't your curriculum, and it definitely isn't you. The problem is that your week has no margin, and without margin, even a good plan breaks every time. Consistency doesn't come from trying harder. It comes from planning for when things go wrong. And today, I'm going to show you the system that makes it possible without burning yourself out in the process. There are two ways most homeschool families try to solve the consistency problem. The first is over-planning. You build the perfect schedule, every subject in every slot. The week looks complete on paper, and then real life shows up. An appointment, a slow morning, a child who needed 45 minutes on one math concept, and the whole thing collapses because an over-planned week has no room for real life, and real life arrives every day. The second approach is going too flexible. After the perfect schedule breaks, many parents swing the other way. We'll just do what we can. We'll follow the child. We'll figure it out tomorrow. But without a few clear defaults, you end up making 100 small decisions every day. Decision fatigue sets in. You start reacting instead of leading, and the week becomes unpredictable, especially when you're already tired. Both failure modes have the same root cause: no margin, no built-in way to recover when things go sideways. Overplanned or too flexible? Both approaches fail for the same reason: no margin, no built-in way to absorb what real life actually brings. The calm week is the third option. Not a perfect week, not a chaotic one. A week with fewer decisions, clearer defaults, and a recovery plan built in from the start. The goal isn't to cram more school in. The goal is to stop restarting every Monday. The minimum viable week, or MVW, is the week that still wins even if you lose 1 or 2 days. Here's how it works. You start by separating your subjects into 2 lists: must do and nice to do. Must do is small, math and reading. That's the core. That's what keeps the week feeling on track. Nice to do is everything else: science, history, art, projects, valuable, but not allowed to break your week. A week that does math and reading every day is not a failed week. It's a minimum viable week, and that counts. Here's what this reframe does. It removes the weight of the everything list. Most parents aren't behind. They're trying to run a maximum effort week every week with no plan for when it doesn't work. The MVW is your plan for when it doesn't work. And here's what the minimum viable week gives you that nothing else does: permission to protect the survival core when the week gets hard. Math and reading, short counts, without throwing everything out. And when the family rhythm feels steady again, you return to your full week. No doubling up, no punishment, just back to the plan. One bad day doesn't become a bad week, because you already decided what a good week looks like at its minimum. The calm week has 3 kinds of days, and you label them in advance. Heavy days are your full 3-block days: cornerstone, curiosity, clarity. The rich days when everything runs: Light days are cornerstone only. Math and reading. Quick clarity close. That's it. No guilt about what didn't happen. The flex day is your out-of-the-house day or your recovery day. Library, nature walk, errands with an audiobook. It still counts as learning. Here's the move that changes everything. You label your days before the week starts. On Sunday or Friday, you look at next week's calendar and say, Tuesday has an appointment. That's a light day. Thursday always runs heavy for us. That's a heavy day. Friday is our flex day. You're not making these decisions Monday morning when you're tired and the kids are already at the table. You made them Sunday, with a mug of tea and 4 minutes. Tuesday already had an appointment when you wrote L beside it, so Tuesday was never going to be a heavy day. You just didn't know that until you wrote it down. Now you do. And Monday morning, you're not surprised by Tuesday. You're ready for it. Even with a calm week in place, some weeks still lose 2 days. Illness, a bad sleep run, an appointment that took longer than planned, a child who needed something more than school on Tuesday. When that happens, when you've lost 2 days and Wednesday is arriving, here's the protocol. Switch to survival core for 48 hours. Math and reading, short counts. That's it. No doubling up. No trying to make up what you missed. Just the minimum until the family rhythm feels steady again. After 48 hours of survival core, you return to your full MVW. Not to the fancy version, to the minimum viable version. And then here's the rule for catching up, because catching up is tempting. No doubling math or reading. These subjects build over time. Do today's lesson at normal pace. 1 or 2 catch-up targets per day maximum. More than that usually backfires. You homeschool. You control the timeline. You don't have to make up what you missed in 3 days. The last piece of the Calm Week system is the Friday setup. 15 minutes. Timer on. Stop when it ends. Look at next week's calendar. Appointments, out-of-house days. Which day is the buffer day? Label next week's day types. Light, heavy, flex. Choose your writing days. Set up Monday's first materials. Write 1 sentence on a sticky note. Monday's cornerstone is reading and math. Done. Monday morning doesn't have to figure out where to start. It already knows. This is the thing most people skip, and it's the thing that makes everything else sustainable. The Friday setup is how the week ends with intention instead of just stopping. And it's how Monday morning begins with a day already shaped instead of starting from scratch. The full Friday setup checklist, with all the details, the weekly anchor map, and the minimum viable week planner, is inside the weekly rhythm planner. It's the step-by-step version of everything this video just introduced. For the week layer, the link is in the description, or scan this QR code. And if you already have the Daily Rhythm Builder, the daily layer, the weekly rhythm planner is the week layer. Same philosophy, same method, built for the week. Here's what the Calm Week looks like in practice. Monday, materials already out. Cornerstone begins without a decision. Tuesday, appointment day, light day, math and reading. That's the win. Wednesday, heavy day, all 3 blocks. The day the system feels good. Thursday, light day, protected. Friday, flex day, and 15 minutes to close the week, so Monday has a head start. The week didn't go perfectly, but it never had to. A calm week is not a perfect week. It is a week with fewer decisions, clearer defaults, and a recovery plan that means one bad day doesn't become a verdict on the whole week. You are not failing when things go sideways. You are doing exactly what a calm week is built to absorb. The goal isn't to have a perfect week. It's to stop restarting every Monday. The minimum viable week, light days, heavy days, the flex day, the 2-day slip protocol, the Friday setup. That's the system. And it works not because it demands perfection, but because it plans for exactly the opposite. New videos every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern. And I'm in the comments for 30 minutes after each one posts if you want to talk. Now you have the week layer, minimum viable week, light days, the Friday setup, the system that keeps you consistent without burning out. But there's one more question this system doesn't fully answer yet. What do you do on the days when you genuinely have nothing left to give? When you're tired or sick or just running on empty and school still needs to happen? That's what the next video is about. It's called What to Do on Low Energy Days, and it's the practical version of the light day taken as far as it can go. That's on your screen right now.